What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to explain how to beat the Numa Easter egg on Vanguard zombies for solo players. This is actually a pretty fun Easter egg. It's not very long and it's in the medium level of difficulty. So if you're a more experienced player, I think you will be fine, especially after a few tries. If you're new to zombies, just be patient and go slow and you will be fine, especially after I show you how to do all of these steps from a solo player's perspective. So the whole point of the Easter egg is to unlock Cyraxis's memories inside of this monolith that's by the doctor's quarters. It's covered in red ivy. Once you unlock this memory or spirit or whatever the hell is in there, you'll follow it. You'll want to find some pieces, fight her like other half, and then that's kind of the whole Easter egg. It's pretty interesting. You'll find some cool stuff out in the story. I don't want to spoil that, but you know, I had a good time completing this egg. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to start by finding the cipher wheels. Now there are 3 of them and they are located on the lower level of spawn right here, in the doctor's quarters inside of this corner on a stack of boxes right here, and at the dig site right in front of the crafting table right here. Once you find all the ciphers, keep killing zombies until round 5, where you will then want to head over to the doctor's quarters main area and stand near the monolith that is covered with dark ether ivy. You'll need to be on round 5 because that's when the boomshires spawn in and they need to be killed near the tree in order to remove the vines and leaves from it. It will take 3 of these explosions to complete, and once you do complete the clearing, you can place the cipher wheels inside the center of the monolith. Now it's time to translate them, and I promise this is way easier than it seems at first. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take a screenshot of the image that I have posted on your screen right now. This is a translation key and it's the same every single game. If you do want to find the key yourself in game, head to the doctor's quarters and look for this table that you'll see on screen right here. And you will see this paper with the key on it, but only half of it is available. There will be a character quote that comes up that talks about invisible ink or something like that. And in order to reveal the entire message, you will have to throw a thermite grenade near or underneath the table to reveal the invisible ink. Now it's time to find the 3 specific symbols we need to get this cipher unlocked. So there are 3 locations where there are slips of paper with the answers to the code on them. So the first location is in spawn, right by where you got the vacuum tube earlier from Zabala. Location 2 is inside the comms hut on this table right here. Location 3 is the dig site as well, only this time it's on the crafting table itself as shown on screen. Now all you have to do to translate is match the symbol to what you see on the sheet, and then take the symbol it translates to and match it to what you see in the cipher wheels. I'll get to an example for how it works, but just to continue on with this whole process, each of the symbols needs to match vertically once translated, and if you look closely, you'll see a little arrow pointing in the center of the monolith. Now just match the translated symbols to the arrow, lock in place, and bam, you're ready for the next step. So for example, when I look at the slip of paper that I have on the crafting table, it is this weird little cross symbol. If I look at my translation sheet, I can see the little cross symbol right here and how it equals this other character that I can't really understand what it is, but it equals the character with the 2 lines and the 2 circles. I look at the cipher wheel, I find the character that this is, and I flip it to the center line of the monolith. That's all you have to do. It's very simple. You just have to translate each slip of paper that you found around the map using this translation sheet into the runes that you see on the cipher. Now, if you haven't gotten it out of the mystery box already, now is the time to build the Wunderwaffe. I will have a guide separate from this video because I'm not going to explain it in here because it's kind of a little bit of a separate Easter egg, but that guide will be right here in the top right corner of your screen, and links will also be in the description. But once you have the Wunderwaffe, you'll want to start the ritual or whatever the ceremony inside of the doctor's quarters swamp area, and you're going to want to start killing zombies that have a blue cloud hovering kind of around their torso. So before we get full on into this next step, I want to say that if you haven't been buying perks and pack-a-punching your weapons or the wonder weapon, now is the time. The best perks in this situation, in my opinion, will be Jug and Speed Cola. So get those to as high of a level as you can, because you're going to be on about round 15 or 16 at this point if you build the Wunderwaffe yourself instead of getting it from the box, which is just luck at this point. You're also going to want to have at least 5,000 points saved to buy ammo from the ammo cache, just in case you run out, because the Wunderwaffe doesn't have a lot of ammo. All right, let's continue on. So the best way to do this is to just hoard the zombies up near the monolith on the little island and kill them with 1 shot of the Wunderwaffe. So you're just going to want to keep training, hoarding, and killing. Don't worry about getting the machine gun zombies on the island. Just take them out as soon as possible because a ton of them are going to spawn in and they are not easy to take down with bullet weapons. So you're going to want to use the Wunderwaffe to just kill them immediately. Now, once you have killed enough blue zombies, the screen's going to flash white and a bunch of character quotes will pop up, as well as this like blue orb. From this point, you're going to want to just listen to the dialogue and wait for the orb to disappear so you can continue on with the Easter egg. But you're going to notice that the orb flashes between blue and red, which is kind of important because it has to do with the step that is coming up next. Once the orb disappears, you will notice from the dialogue that we need to find a mirror. So how do we do that? Well, we need to be able to see on the other side in some sort of spectral way. We need some spectral vision here. And the way to achieve that is actually pretty simple. You're going to want to kill zombies with the flogger trap and collect their blood inside of this broken perk fountain. Now, this will take a bit of time as you have to use the flogger multiple times and wait for the trap to cool down and just kill zombies with it to get it to fill up the perk fountain, but fill it up as much as you can, and then the fountain will allow you to drink from it. And guess what this is? Zombie blood, which honestly, I think is a really cool way of implementing this power-up that we had in previous games. You actually had to earn it, which is pretty sweet. So after you drink it, your vision will be altered, allowing you to see hidden things inside of the map, which for us is this special mirror that Syraxis needs in order to access her memories. Keep in mind that Zombie's blood is only active for a limited amount of time, and then once it runs out, you will need to go back to the fountain and drink more. If you can't drink anymore, you'll have to kill more zombies with the flogger to refill the fountain. Now, I just want to say that this is for all the steps inside of the Easter egg. You could pretty much repeat everything to infinitum. If you fail something, you can repeat it the next round. So don't ever worry about failing everything. You can always just keep going and going. It will get more difficult as the game progresses, but you can never truly fail. All right, well, let's continue with this mirror step. So the first piece is located in the comms hut inside of the ceiling, and when you make your way to the hut, you're gonna hear it. It's very, very loud. And once you see it, which it's inside of the rafters, shoot it down with the Wunderwaffe. You're gonna want to collect it and then go down and place it at the dig site altar in the center of the pit. Now, the second piece is a little tricky, and I'm not 100% sure on how to find it every time, but in my opinion, I think it can spawn anywhere on the map. I'm not 100% sure about this. It could just spawn only in the spawn hut, but I think it can actually spawn anywhere on the map. And again, don't worry if you can't find it when the time runs out. Just keep drinking the zombie blood from the perk fountain, keep killing zombies with the flogger, just keep doing what you're doing. You will eventually find it. Now, for me, I actually found it right in the spawn hut, right where the exfil rune will pop up. It just kind of randomly showed up. I didn't really even do anything. So once I saw it, I followed it all the way to the dig site altar. And this part is a little tricky because a lot of Boomshires are going to spawn in groups. So just kill them with the wonder weapon and move on. You'll eventually make it to the altar at the dig site where the red orb will continue to follow its specific path and eventually drop the other mirror piece. Make sure you grab it and place it on the altar, and you will get a prompt to charge the podium. Now, I also want to say that you can collect the mirror pieces in either order. I just happen to find the red orb first, but you can do it in any order that you want to. Now, inside of the pit, one of the altars will glow blue, and a ball of electricity will shoot out of it and eventually go flying across the map into the comms room area, which I think it will do for every single game. Not 100% sure, but I think it will. It initially flies into the same area where you find the first mirror part, which is inside of the rafters. So go ahead and shoot it with the Wunderwaffe. It will fly to its second location under this little hut inside of the comm swamp area. Shoot it again. Then it will fly up into a tree. Shoot it again. At this point, the orb will be all charged up and it will head back to the dig site, and it's now time for the boss fight. If you are not fully prepared for the boss fight, now is the time to prepare. But once you are ready, you want to activate the boss fight by summoning the echo at the blue orb that we had charged with our wonder weapon just now. Now that we're in the boss fight, there's going to be some dialogue and a few little cutscenes, if you want to call them that. Nothing crazy, but in order to beat this echo, we are going to have to do something in order to make her exposed, as she doesn't take damage in her regular state. The way this boss works is there are 3 stages. We collect souls, then shoot her while she's exposed, rinse, and repeat. So how do we do that? Well, glad you asked. Remember earlier when we were shooting the blue zombies at the monolith? Well, we're going to do that exact same thing again, but just a little different. So you're going to want to shoot the blue zombies when they are in the pit or near the altar, just to be sure that their souls go inside of the mirror. You should be able to kill them from anywhere inside of this area, but it seems to work best when they are down in the pit. Once you kill enough zombies and collect their souls, the mirror will create a large blue bubble or a barrier, and you're going to want to lure the echo inside of it. And once she's inside of it, you're going to want to shoot her in the face with a bullet gun gun or a ray gun, just like you do with Zavala the Deceiver. Once she takes enough damage, phase 1 will be over, and now it's time for phases 2 and 3. I should note that you will be getting max ammos between every single phase, and sometimes even more power-ups than that, so you will always be taken care of, guaranteed, inside of this fight. Phase 2 is killing blue Boom Shriers and collecting their souls and taking out the Echo just like we did in phase 1. Then phase 3, we are collecting Stormkrieger souls, which is the machine gun zombie, and then killing the Echo by once again luring her into the blue dome and shooting her in the mask. So a few tips and tricks for this boss fight for solo players. I recommend a tier 3 papped bullet gun of your choice, but the death machine also works really well. And I will also recommend using Aether Shroud so that you can hide and just blast her in the face while you are protected and no zombies will come after you. Also, if you don't complete one of the phases and the timer runs out, you will have to start the boss fight kind of over. You will still be in the fight, but she will gain health, almost making the phase that you previously completed null and void. Once you have killed the Echo, the mirror will be able to be picked up, so go ahead and do that, and you will be rewarded with tier 3 guns, ammo, armor, power-ups, and a ray gun or a Wonder Waff, which in my opinion is a nice touch for an actual Easter egg reward. So there you have it, my friends, the actual legit first Easter egg inside of Vanguard Zombies Shi no Numa. I hope this guide helps you solo players out there. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it or this helped you out in any way, or subscribe for more content just like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.